Greetings, this is David Coffin, and thank you for your interest in my new book, Making Trousers for Men and Women. Actually, you'll see that it's called a Multimedia Sewing Workshop, because it's rather more than just a book. It includes a DVD-ROM with a lot of additional material, and that's the main point of this video intro today. I want to show you how the DVD works, what's on it, and how you can get rolling with it. Here's the first page. When you put the DVD in your computer, and that's the first point, that this is a disc that's designed for use on a computer, not in a television. When you put it in your computer, you'll note that there's 4 files inside the DVD. 2 PDF documents and 2 READMEs. The READMEs, of course, are texts that explain some of the stuff that I'm going to explain to you now. The main thing is that to look at these PDF files, particularly this main one here, you can use any PDF reader you may have. Preview on the Macintosh. I'm not sure what else is available for the PCs, but I know there are a lot of different viewers for PDFs, and they'll work fine, with one significant exception, and that is there's over 2 hours of video included inside this PDF document. If you click here, you'll see that there's many pages of video clips to watch, and if you're using any other viewer besides Adobe Reader, you simply can't see the videos. You'll also need to download Apple's QuickTime video player. If you're on a Macintosh, that's probably not necessary. On a PC, it's easy to do. You simply go to apple.com and search for QuickTime, or use the link that you'll find on the blog entry for this video, and it's a free download. If you don't have Adobe Reader, of course, that's equally easy to get. You go to adobe.com and search for Reader, or again, use the links in the blog here, and then select from amongst these various operating systems. So they're free downloads, and you should get the latest versions of both of them to make sure that you can get the most out of this DVD. The videos are probably the most immediately interesting feature, and they go way beyond demonstrating the techniques in the book. In most cases, the techniques that are shown in the videos are a sequel to the techniques in the book, so I suggest that you read through the book first before you plunge into the videos, or do them simultaneously, and that's where the DVD really shines. The idea of working through the book while you have the DVD open to access the same information from a different point of view. In the case of the videos, it's a lot of the same techniques, but showing variations on them. In the case of these other items here, they're expansions on the information in the book. So, for instance, if we look at an early version of the book pages, one of the most significant features to my mind is the opening chapter, which is a gallery and a discussion of ready-to-wear and custom-made pants, which really forms the foundation for everything that I talk about in the way of details and techniques that you might want to use at home. This is a quick scan through that chapter. The pictures there's a lot of them, but they're all pretty small. So that's where the DVD comes in. If you've got the DVD open at the same time while you're reading that chapter, you can come down here to this icon here, Ready to Wear and Custom Galleries. Click on it and select any of the garments that are shown in the book. And of course, they're in the same order. So if you're reading along in here and you're frustrated by the size of these pictures, bingo, on the DVD you've got large pictures, and in fact this is shown not even at full size. You can expand the pictures considerably and scroll around in them and get a really good look at all the details that I'm focusing on. By the same token, there's another chapter at the end of the book that features garments that I made while shooting the video. And again, they're a few pictures and they're quite small. So while you're reading this chapter, it would also be ideal to have the DVD here, open, and click on Project Garment Galleries, where for every garment you're reading about in the book, you'll find large pictures and many additional pictures on the DVD. We have an additional chapter on making keyhole buttonholes that are generally better than the ones that you can get from, even if your machine is a modern one that has a built-in keyhole buttonhole or a variety of them. I think you'll get much better results if you're willing to make them yourself. With an eyelet plate on your sewing machine, we have the two large galleries that I mentioned. Of course, the book has a section on sources and links, which is repeated here in the PDF file on the DVD. But the advantage here, of course, is that these links are actually working. If you click on any of these web addresses or email addresses, you'll go directly to the website for that link if you're connected to the internet. And you'll see this kind of security warning. The main thing to notice here is that you don't want to block this address. It looks like that's the default for some reason. If you block it, you'll never be able to open it again from this PDF. So best to say allow, and the link will open right up while you're scanning through the sources. And there are a lot of sources here. Not only are there the ones that are mentioned in the book, basically these first pages here are taken right out of the book. In addition, while I was writing the book, I created a lot of bookmarks, so I've basically included them here. They're pretty much any bookmark that I thought might be of interest to anybody who was thinking about making pants. So there's links to forums, blogs, mostly sources of supply, of course, buttons and thread and buckles and all kinds of things. And each one of these links, of course, is again an active link that you can click on and go directly to. The final thing on the DVD is a collection of printable patterns. If you click on there, a second PDF file will open up. You'll see that in here are full-size printable patterns. Each one of these is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, so you can print these details on your own inkjet printer and apply them to your own projects. Tweak the patterns and monkey around with them. Do whatever you like with them. You can also interact with me directly. If you go to the ready-to-wear and custom galleries, you'll notice that there are some additional galleries here that show images for garments that aren't mentioned or shown in the book at all. I took a lot of photographs of garments that didn't prove to be the ones I wanted to include in the book, so I could simply include them here on the DVD. And in this section, you'll note that there's a link to email me directly, and there's also a link to a blog that I've started on making trousers expressly for readers of this book. So if you've got any questions, comments about anything, go to the blog, make a comment, or email me directly, and I'll be happy to try and answer your questions. Enjoy the material with my best wishes, and I look forward to hearing from you.